I will leave you with this thought. You probably have heard me say this before. Our vineyard is the poor man's Viagra. There you go.
Okay, there you go. For those that missed we were talking before I hit the record button. There you go. We were talking about vegetables, berries, fruits are very powerful for men. I'll just leave it there for everybody, right? All right, guys. Well, my name's Angel Fall. Welcome to Wellness Missy. I'm the fitness angel. I'm cold. I got my sweater on. It's fall, guys. It is officially fall. So I'm so excited. We are going to be learning about the tower gardens today. If you don't know what they are, you can see Brandy's in the background. And Brandy is going to be sharing. And then Ellen, yours is still outside, right? Because we're just wrapping up summer here. And Ellen's going to be sharing also. And raise your hand if you have a tower garden. Yes, yes. All right, the rest of you need to get one. All right. Everybody needs one because, guys, if you want better than organic, and you want to know you don't have E. coli or any of that other mess that you often find at the grocery store, you want to grow your own. And if you have your own, you eat it. You eat more if you have it right there. It's just the way it is. And if you have children and they're growing it, they're going to eat it. And we know that plant foods can save your life. So you want to get as many in your body as you can. All right, guys, so I'm so excited. Let me go ahead and I'll introduce, who wants to go first? Brandy, Ellen? We'll let Brandy go first so we can see yours, get a visual of it. Brandy is a holistic life coach, a fitness instructor, and we actually met in a fitness class, which is so much fun. And she has become part of our Juice Plus community over a year ago. And I'm just so proud that she's my friend. She's my travel buddy. And we always have fun together. And her tower garden is so beautiful. She's always growing and harvesting and giving away. She has a heart to give and to help and serve. And I'm just so proud. So share with us, Brandy, all about the tower garden.
Well, thank you for the introduction. I was just thinking how I was going to introduce myself, but you said the exact same things that I was going to say. I'm so excited about my tower garden. For those that have tower gardens, you guys were growing yours outside. I live in a small space and my patio does not get enough sunlight. So I have been growing in my dining room here. Gosh, I don't know. I think I started in January. And yeah, so I do harvest from time to time and it is too much for me to eat. So I'll usually reach out to my friends and make farm fresh deliveries from my tower garden. I'll have to say, I can't grow anything. Like I killed an aloe plant. I kill succulents. Those things that shouldn't be able to be killed. Yes, that's me. So with the tower garden, it was my baby because my son had just left to go to college. And so that was my little, like, I get to take care of this baby right here and get up and talk to it. And then, do y'all ever talk to your tower gardens? Is that weird? No? Okay. Angel does. So I go in and actually used to have it in his bedroom. But then of course, because of the pandemic, he came home for a while and I had to move it out because these lights are super bright. But back to it being super easy, like you just plant the seeds and the tower garden kind of does all the work for you. You just add water. There's no soil. There's no pests. There's no pesticides. And the lights are on a timer. So they come on at like 6 in the morning, go off at 10 at night. And then there's also a pump, which I don't know if it'll happen during this call. Once an hour, the pump turns on and it pumps the water up to the top and then trickles down on the roots. So if you were to look inside of the tower garden, all you see are these things that look like strings. I'm like, the first time I went down there to kind of clean it out, I was like, oh, interesting. I had no idea what was going on inside. I just knew that the water and the pump and the lights were all taking care of itself. So it's been super easy. I know for the outdoor tower gardens, you probably have to fill the water up more often than indoor. But mine, about once every 5 to 6 weeks, I just have to fill it up, add the minerals A and B in it and close it back up. And then it just continues to grow. So we got Trina popped on. She's one of my buddies that I give my greens to for my tower garden.
Hey,
So
I'm in my car, so sorry.
Okay. Oh yeah, you just taught class. So on my tower garden here right now, I pulled off one of my basil leaves, and like these, look at this. This is huge. And my basil, I have made pesto. I've dried it in my oven. I've put it in salads. I put it on pizza. Like I use, and I give a lot of it away because it's grown so well. And then over here I have kale. So like Tuscan kale. The red that's like right here is Swiss chard. So I can see that. And I have parsley. I just planted the parsley like 3 weeks ago, and it's growing like crazy. So now I'm putting parsley on everything. And the thing about the tower garden is that as opposed to growing outside, you in depleted soil, like nutrient depleted soil, this is not. So everything tastes like so good. Like it's hard for me to buy greens at the store because it's not the same. I mean, you're literally pulling it from your tower garden and putting it in a smoothie or making a salad out of it. And it's amazing how good it tastes. And people that I've given my greens to, like they've posted about it, like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that produce could taste this good. So I've had, what else is on there? Parsley, basil. Oh yeah, I have some lettuce. I don't know if y'all can see, it's like right down here. I have like 3 of them and they're like this big already. If anybody needs any and you live in Franklin, Trina, you want to stop by and get you some greens? But yeah, so it's been super easy, and it just grows so fast. It's amazing. Like I can't kill anything. Well, maybe one thing. I tried to grow peppers. That didn't work. So there's certain things on your tower garden that should be grown outside, and certain things that work best growing indoors. So I think I tried to do a jalapeno pepper and I got one. It's only one pepper, but that's okay because all this other stuff is really thriving, and it takes up like 90% less space, less water than if you were to be planting outside. So that's really cool. This is the tower garden home. There's 2 different kinds. The home, you can get it with the grow lights, and you can grow year round. Like I've even seen people grow in their basements, right? Like with no light at all. And then the footprint is about 24 inches. So it doesn't take up a lot of space. So and it just grows straight up. I mean, there's no way I would be able to grow this stuff on my own outside, you know, and have to tend to it. This way I'm just like watering, putting the minerals, and eating, harvesting, growing, harvesting, growing, harvesting, growing. The more you harvest, the more it grows. So yeah, that's my experience with the tower garden. And I'm like just still floored that I'm growing this stuff right here when I can't grow anything.
Well, I'm proud of you. I love it. And I have the older model, the Flex, which is the same one Ellen has. So we'll hear from her too. But I just want to say hi to Adelaida. She just ordered a tower garden from Trina. So excited for you. So excited you're in our healthy community. We just love it. You know, all things plants. We just love it. And what I was going to say too about the home is, since I had the Flex, and it's been a while since we had ours, and our son put ours together. So when Trina had a customer, a friend named Pam, who ordered one, we got to go over and help her set it up. And all the instructions are right there. You get a little book and it tells you step by step what to do. It is not hard. It does not take long. I promise you, don't be afraid of it. And there's also videos, and there's a private Facebook group. There's a whole YouTube on the official Tower Garden. I mean, there's so many great supports for you, and we're all here to help each other. So it's really exciting. All right, so Ellen, tell us about the Flex.
Okay, so like Angel said.
Wait a minute, let me introduce you. I didn't introduce you. Ellen and I have known each other for years. I don't even know how many years, probably since 2013, I'm thinking. And we met in a fitness class as well. And Ellen started, I'll just tell your story really quickly. She was having some health issues, and her doctor wanted to keep an eye on her blood pressure and cholesterol. And guys, in 4 months, you I think got it all your numbers back in line. And at your yearly checkup, the doctor was amazed and said, "What are you doing? Keep it going." And every year her blood work has gotten better and better. And I always, when I think about our shred detox, I think of Ellen because she has such an amazing testimony and it's helped so many people. And she does have a green thumb, unlike Brandy, who never had success and growing and now has success growing inside. Ellen has always had a garden outside, and her husband kind of tends the outside garden now. She tends the tower garden. And so I'm just excited she's going to share too from a whole nother perspective. But we have two tower gardens for those that just popped on. The home is the newer one, and the flex is the older one. It's a little bit bigger, and that's the one I have as well. So
Thank you, Angel. Yeah, so I have to correct you a little bit here. I do not have a green thumb. So I am hilariously, my husband has told me forever, please don't touch any of the plants inside the house. You just kill them. So, however, for years, we have had an, outside in the ground garden, something that I've always been a little made sure that he is tending to it in the way that I want to. I want to eat the food from it, but I don't want all of the pesticides, herbicides, all that. I'm always asking him what he's doing with it. Well, several years ago, we went to conference and saw these wonderful tower gardens, and I will tell you, I fell in love. First of all, for myself, and what I saw that it could be, because well, first of all, I'm very competitive. So I thought, well, I came home just spouting wonderful things about it. And I'm like, I've got to get one of these. Let's get one of these. And I'm going to, look, you hate all of the weeding. There's no weeding to this. Let's do this. We don't need a huge garden. And he was all for it too. Then it became kind of the dueling gardens. I did, mine started outside. I do have a flex. It's got a 20-gallon reservoir, so it is a little bit bigger of a footprint with it. I got it where I can roll it around inside, outside. And at first I did not have the lights. I have since then gotten the lights, and I will tell you, it's a whole different growing experience inside versus outside. I have grown tomatoes and peppers and eggplant. What else? I've had all kinds of things on it. Lots of varieties of lettuce, spinach, Swiss chard, kale. I mean, that's one of the things too. I got a quote I want to share with you on kale. I mean, the thing is, we've got something so powerful in our hands that we don't even realize, and to have those fresh nutrients from these foods is just a wonderful addition that we can, add to our daily life. It's been a blessing for us. I've got 3 teenage girls, just to have them, send them in the other room or right out on the deck and say, go pick fresh our salad for tonight. And it does, I mean, they're teenagers. They would rather walk just out on the deck or just in the other room rather than even walk down the stairs and out in the yard to the garden, outdoor garden. So the thing that I want you to, that I think is so wonderful with them is we can be seasonal with this, either the flex or the home version. We can have that, and grow year round. The flex, same way, you just put lights on or take the lights off, whether it's inside versus outside. But one of the things that I learned recently is how important it is for us to eat seasonal fruits and vegetables, and how much more nutrient dense that those are. And so I just want to kind of read through, I've got a fall crop list, just to give you some ideas of things that we can grow in our towers, some of which I never would have dreamed that we could grow in our tower. Arugula, beans, bok choy, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, celery, chives, collards, cilantro, dill, endive, kale, kohlrabi. They've got several flowers that they have in here too. And if you're growing outside, that's a good thing to, you know, you want to be spraying something on your tower that you don't have to, but you want pests to stay away. So there are certain natural plants that you can grow on your tower that will help you there. Marigolds. I grew lemon balm, and lemon balm, first of all, it's wonderfully fragrant like a mint, but it's, you know, lemon smell. You can make tea out of it. You know, but it also is, it is a insect repellent. Mustard greens, parsley, peas, rosemary, sage, spinach, Swiss chard, thyme. So all of these great things, that great for fall. I just want to, like, one of the things that I was just, you know, just finding out that, like we've said, all of these foods work so wonderfully well in our body. And, you know, these, I know everyone's heard about kale. I'm pulling off, I personally, I had it in a salad on occasion, but it wasn't something that I would regularly eat. But when I grew it, I was putting it in, you know, smoothies. I was eating it daily. Lavender, yes, lavender also. But eating that daily. And I just read a quote from nutritionfacts.org saying that researchers have found that kale, that dark green leafy vegetable dubbed the queen of greens, may help with our cholesterol levels. And, you know, anything like that we can turn to from a natural source versus, you know, any kind of, like Angel said, what I was facing, trying to medicate something. As soon as I was given that message by my doctor, I immediately decided to research for myself and find a way that wasn't going to happen. And I will tell you that a tower garden has been a large part of how I've done that. I mean, I've changed what I've eaten, and the tower garden just is an easy, simple way, and gave me a green thumb that I didn't have, but an easy way to do that. Very simple. I don't know. I think that's all I have to share. And I will tell you though, Mike has been, he's a fan. He won't maybe say he's a raving fan, but he sure likes that, that we have so many different options available that we are not weeding. So he is eating from it as well.
That's awesome. And now when you have an inside, I mean, it's going to be even better. I love it. I love it. I've got my grow lights as well. And you can get it on wheels, which I suggest so that you have more flexibility with it. I know when Trina and I were helping put Pamela's together, she kind of changed her mind. And it was so easy where she wanted it, you know, just to roll it. So simple. And you can set the timer on the lights. And I love our private group. It's called Tower Table. What is it called again? Tower to Table. But if you want to be in that, let us know. We'll add you. And that way, if you have issues, because it's a lot of learning, guys. It's a lot of learning. It's fun. It's exciting. And when you have something like peppers, I did very well with peppers. I think Brandy was saying she didn't do as well with peppers. I did great with peppers. I didn't have enough tomatoes, and I think it's because they weren't getting enough sunlight. So you kind of learn these things. I didn't have it on, I have 2 levels on my deck, and I didn't have it on the brightest, sunniest part. So I learned something. But anyway, it's always good. And I did want to share with you, I'm going to screen share what else we have with Juice Plus, because it's not just the tower garden, which of course we all love it, and that's the main topic today. But I also wanted to share our concentrated fruits and veggies, because not everybody is going to be able to grow their own. but even if you're growing your own, you always need extra nutrients. We always need more. We can always improve our health with more antioxidants, and antioxidants are only in our plant foods. So we have the fruit blend. It comes in a capsule or a chewable. It has all of these: apple, peach, cranberry, orange, mango, acerola, cherry, pineapple, prune, date, beet, and lemon peel. And all of this is the real food. It has a food label, not a vitamin label. And then, of course, we have our vegetables: broccoli, parsley, tomato, carrot, garlic, beet, spinach, cabbage, kale, rice bran, and lemon peel. Again, this one comes in the capsule or the chewable. And we have, oh, and children get the fruits and veggies free or complimentary, as we like to say, when an adult orders the same thing, or the whole quad or the trio. The berry blend, if you get the fruit, berry, and the berries, or the fruit, veggie, and berry, we call it the trio. That is the Concord grape, the blueberry, cranberry, blackberry, blackcurrant, bilberry, raspberry, pomegranate, elderberry, artichoke, and cocoa. This one, if you heard Dr. Odom's little funny comment, we were talking before that about blood flow, circulation, skin, heart, all those things, how important adding those berries are. And then the omega, which is our vegan omega source. It comes from the 3s, 5, 6, 7, and 9. It's the perfect balance, 100% plant-based. So no fishy taste, no fishy burps. And fish get the omegas from what they're eating. So we just skip the fish, and we got the pomegranate seed oil, raspberry seed oil, algal oil, tomato seed oil, safflower seed oil, and the sea buckthorn berry oil. So we have all of these, and if you want more information, let us know. We'll send it to you. We also have our Complete, which is our protein powder. It's all vegan. It has the perfect balance of protein and fiber for your gut health, and it has 15 superfoods. So we have the chocolate vanilla. We have a whole recipe book. If you want that, let us know. Lots of different smoothies, protein balls, nice cream, not ice cream. So healthy and so delicious. And we have the bars, which are great too for children in their lunch boxes or for on your purse on the go. I love all of this. And I have to share our virtual franchise with you guys, because our franchise has changed my life, and I know many of you as well. When you become a partner, it's only $52 for a year, and we have more research than every nutritional product in the world. And I absolutely love that we are the company with a heart. We give. We're the largest contributor to St. Jude's, and that is coming up, guys. We have a St. Jude's 5K or half marathon or a full marathon, and I think a 10K as well every year. And this year, because of COVID, we're doing it all online. So I'm going to be checking into that and maybe get a group together that can walk at the park, or of course you can earn miles on your own, I believe. So it's really a great thing. We also give to all these other great charities, teaching kids how to grow with Tower Gardens, the Boys and Girls Club, Volunteers of America, Church Center, and so much more. So I wanted to stop the share here and just show you till the end of September, guys, which is countdown, what, like 8 days now? If you know somebody who wants to get healthier and they only have to order the duo, but if they get this or want to add the berries or the omega, which of course I recommend everybody, but just this will get your children free fruits and veggies. Isn't that awesome? And just till the end of this month, they get a free bag of Complete. So we have chocolate or vanilla. I love both. Some people really prefer chocolate. Some people really prefer vanilla. So they can choose one, and it's 15 servings, and that's worth $35 right there. So if you know somebody who wants to do that, please let them know and get with the person who invited you to this call, because we want to help as many families as we can, because y'all, we're not just helping you get healthier, we can possibly save your life. Seriously. Once you get started, getting those nutrients in your body every day makes a huge difference. So I thank you all for joining today, and I just want to encourage you. Did you have a question?
Yes, I was going to ask Ellen and Brandy, do they get their seeds like from, they order it online, or have they gotten them from like Home Depot or anything like that? Because I know that's been a question with some of the ones that's ordering the Tower Garden is about the different seeds that they can get.
Well, I'll speak first. So with that, you get, when you order your Tower Garden, you get seeds that come with it. So then you can grow from seed and get started. Once you're out of supply or they don't have what you want, I've done both. I've either gotten organic seed, and then grown from that, or there are a couple of designated distributors for seedlings for Tower Garden, and there is one in Springfield, Tennessee. There's one out of Atlanta that I know of, and then I've also ordered from one down in the Keys, Florida Keys. So, and they send you the seedlings, just small plants. They're ready to go ahead and transplant into your tower when you get those.
Yeah, I've done both. Great question. The seeds that came with the Tower Garden, I still have some left, and I've actually cleaned out my tower at least once and started all over this year. And then I bought some at Home Depot, Kroger. I've also bought the ones from the distributors down in Florida. Those are like, just if you want it to be easy peasy, then do that, because they mail them to you in 2 days, and then you just put it in your Tower Garden. That's it. Versus like what we didn't talk about, but real quickly before we wrap up, is that when you get the seeds, you actually have to put the seeds in the rock wool and give it a little time for them to grow and get 2-3 inches before you put them in the Tower Garden, because the minerals are very strong and you can't put them directly in the Tower Garden because they won't survive. And I learned that the hard way the first time around. But I learned from that Tower to Table Facebook group is very, very informative, and people are just chatting back and forth all the time. So that's probably the best resource that I have used for Tower Garden.
Great topic, Trina. Anybody else want anything to add? Want to add anything? I'm getting my words tangled. Have any questions? Allison, looked like you were about to say something. No? Okay. All right. I got you. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And I did record it, so I will be sharing that link soon. All right, guys. Have a great day. Bye.